Welcome to our CMMC Level 2 certification cost analysis for small businesses. Understanding these costs is crucial for your compliance journey.
This video breaks down the cost estimates for CMMC Level 2 implementation and associated fees. This analysis is based on public and industry resources. We strongly advise independent validation and consulting official DoD guidance for your specific needs. For SMBs in the defense industrial base, CMMC Level 2 is the new gatekeeper for defense contracts. While compliance opens the door to lucrative government work, the cost of meeting the rigorous security standards, which encompass all 110 controls of NIST SP 800 to 171, is a multifaceted investment that requires careful budgeting. The total expenditure is typically broken down into three distinct phases: the initial project and technical remediation, ongoing managed services and security costs, and the mandatory external assessment fees. Gap analysis and readiness assessment is the first diagnostic step, where RP or CCP or CCA evaluates the organization's current security posture against the 110 controls. Industry averages place this critical initial review between $5,000 and $30,000. Generating the required formal document like the System Security Plan, SSP, Plan of Action and Milestones, POEM, policies for every domain and procedures for 110 security controls along with templates, controls mapping sheets, pre-assessment form templates, results finding templates, certification assessment readiness review forms, data mapping and evidence gathering documents. Typically costs between $10,000 and $50,000 if outsourced to an expert. This phase requires purchasing and deploying the necessary hardware, software, and secure cloud environments. For SMBs starting with significant security gaps, these costs are highly variable, typically ranging from $20,000 to over $150,000. Key technical investments include security information and event management tool for implementing a centralized logging and analysis system, data protection by deploying FIPS-validated encryption, and ubiquitous MFA, infrastructure decisions in establishing a dedicated CUI enclave in the cloud, or undertaking a significant integration project to retrofit your existing IT systems for CMMC adherence. Both infrastructure options represent a major financial commitment. Once the system is built, the ESP's role shifts to continuous maintenance and monitoring to ensure compliance is sustained 24/7. These costs are recurring and must be factored into the annual operating budget. The centralized nature of CMMC compliance elevates the cost of managed services. Ongoing monitoring, log review, and advanced threat response, often delivered via MSSP, can cost between $2,000 and $3,500 or more per month. That is approximately $24,000 to $42,000 annually. Maintaining the proper licensing for a secure cloud enclave can be significantly more expensive, with Microsoft GCC High costing up to 3 times more than their commercial licenses, while Google Workspace for Government with FedRAMP High is significantly cheaper alternative. For compliance support, annual internal audits, security training for employees, and ongoing policy updates typically add another $5,000 to $30,000 per year as per industry averages. The final, high-cost component is the required third-party certification assessment, which occurs once every 3 years. Contractors handling critical CUI must pay a C3PAO for a formal audit. DoD estimates for this triennial process place the cost for small businesses at approximately $30,000 to $75,000 over 3 years, which includes the 2 subsequent annual affirmations. We strongly recommend partnering with a CCA early in your process. They are qualified to guide you through CMMC readiness, ensuring your implementation meets the rigorous standards the DoD expects. Our strategic implementation advice is to adopt a smart, phased approach. First, start small by defining a tight scope for your compliance boundary. Then, utilize a secure, isolated CUI enclave to protect sensitive information and limit the scope of the audit. And finally, grow your environment only as your contract needs require. In summary, for many small defense contractors, the cost to achieve and maintain CMMC Level 2 compliance for the first 3 years, encompassing the project build, recurring fees, and the official C3PAO assessment, can easily range from $100,000 to over $300,000, as per DoD estimations based on industry averages.
I now invite you to the next video on how to do it best.